Hi guys, thank you for joining me. It's Anushka here with your astrology update for February. Before I go into the video, just to mention, for those of you who are interested in seeing more from me, tarot readings and updates and articles and some of my artwork as well, those of you who want to support me, head over to Patreon. I've just started up a Patreon page and I'll be sharing my esoteric artwork. I'll be doing impromptu readings and sharing all kinds of stuff on there, so I'd really appreciate it if you headed over there and just show me some love. Okay, on with your reading. Hi there, Capricorn. Welcome to your February astrology forecast with me, Anushka. Right, so for you as we go into February, the focus is on your home and your security, your resources. This is where the energy is going. This is where the thought is. The money you earn, the support that you put into and get out of your home, your stability, your foundation in life. And this is where the new moon is going to be happening as well, in your second house of resources, my self-esteem. And resources is not just financial, you know, it's also the talents that you have. Now, you've got this energy going on, but at the same time, there is this spiritual awakening that is happening with Capricorns, with Jupiter in the 12th house, enlarging your spiritual sphere. You know, you are dealing with karma, you're dealing with fears, you're dealing with self-sabotaging patterns, you're dealing with hidden enemies. And in order for you to become a wiser version of yourself, Capricorn, and become more spiritually in touch with who you are, Venus is there in that 12th house as well. You know, so this is a quieter time in some ways for you, but then she's going to move into your first house, where she will be blessing you and you will start attracting more opportunity. It'll be a great time to put yourself forward for things, okay? Saturn, of course, there in your first house. Saturn really maturing you, really making you take on more authority, whether that's because you've become a parent, or you've had a promotion, or you've just had to grow up or up level in some way. You're becoming an authority perhaps in your work, in your career. Now Venus is going to meet Saturn later on in the month, and this is about making a commitment to yourself, making a commitment to your path and where it is that you're going, and knowing that you are supported, you are on the right track, okay? Right. With Uranus as well, there's big news next month. It's going to be Uranus is going to move into Taurus. He's been in your 4th house for the last 7 years, making home life, family matters, matters to do with your childhood. Very surprising events happening, unexpected things happening, shocks, changes, a little bit of instability with him being there. Now, it's been to teach you some lessons, and it's also been to help you let go of some childish ways of thinking or childhood patterns. Not saying you're childish in your thinking, Capricorn, you know, but we all have elements of ourselves that are stuck in that past. And so Uranus has been liberating you from this and trying to break you free. Now Mars is going to come up and meet Uranus as well this month, and this is going to be a real moment of just wanting complete change, driven to not transform, but liberate yourself in some way that it relates to your security. Maybe you're realizing that you don't have to put your sense of security outside of yourself, that your sense of security can be something that's completely contained within. With Jupiter there in the 12th house, this is very much echoing that sentiment, you know, but liberating, changing things on the home front. Maybe you end up moving home to a completely different place. Maybe you know, whatever it is, it's something of change going on here before he moves into that 5th house, where he'll be shaking up the way you enjoy yourself and matters with children and creativity, self-expression, and your feelings of self-esteem and courage. Okay, so let's get into the month. So as we start the month, we have a bit of a square going on in your sign. So we've got Pluto happening, we've got Pluto in your sign, squaring off with Mars, okay, Mars being in the 4th house. Now this can be a bit of conflict at home, this could be a tension between what you need to do, how you need to maybe invest time in yourself, and what's needed at home. There can just be something to be worked out here. Be careful of power struggles here, okay? Make sure no one's trying to ride all over you roughshod. But at the same time, on the same day, we've got Venus in Sagittarius in your 12th house, trining Uranus in Aries. So the way out is to be fair, to step away a little bit, to use your intuition and go for the, go for the win-win, and go for the situation where everybody is happy, if possible, to try and avoid the tension there. On the 3rd, Venus enters your sign. So this sees you attracting opportunity a lot more. It sees you coming across really well to other people. You'll be feeling better about yourself. You might spend money on beautifying yourself, or just taking extra time to look good. It tends to be a time when we enjoy ourselves more. Okay, we just naturally come across well. It's effortless. So use this energy. Okay, you can actually build relationships with powerful people during this time. And tailor yourself in a way that you come across really professionally. I'm skipping ahead to the 20th then. On the 4th, we have a new moon happening in that 2nd house of your resources and your finances. Now, this new moon is, along with Mercury and the Sun, going to be sextiling Jupiter in that 12th house. So there's this intuitive flavor to opportunities. There's opportunities to maybe expand your resources, okay? Be on the lookout for those. Look out for opportunities to expand your resources. Something could come to you quite out of the blue, or maybe an opportunity comes back from the past, which is really supportive of your income and of how, or maybe you realize a hidden talent that you can use in order to create more income and more wealth in your life. Great time to do a new moon affirmation as well. So that's a new moon happening in Aquarius. Then on the 10th, Mercury enters Pisces. So Mercury for you goes into your 3rd house. You're feeling a lot more communicative. You're more likely to be communicative in an emotional sense. It's about empathy when Mercury moves into Pisces. We're a lot more emotional, we're a lot more creative. For those of you who are creative, really great time to tap into that energy, especially with Jupiter in your 12th house. Use this time to be creative, but also really good time to have conversations with loved ones. If there's anything that needs smoothing over or planning, making those kinds of plans. Good time to be, you're likely to be busy as well in going out and about, doing things, making plans, letters, emails, I don't know if anyone sends letters anymore, text messages, all that kind of stuff. On the 14th, Mars enters Taurus. So this is going to be a sexy kind of energy for all of us. I've been saying to all of the signs, because Mars is a very sensual sign. So with 14th being Valentine's Day, it's a great time to spend that time with your loved one or with your date, eating good food, having a massage, doing something that awakens the senses. Being in nature is really great at this time as well, because it helps to ground us, because we are all flying ahead at the moment with all these planets direct. So we need to remember to ground in nature. So make sure you spend time outdoors and in nature, because you'll benefit from that. And especially being a Capricorn, Taurus is a sign that trines you. So this is good, positive energy, grounding energy for you. So make use of that. You're looking at long-term satisfaction, as well. And, this is a good time to have fun, because Mars is in your 5th house. So enjoy yourself outdoors, have fun on that date, have fun with your partner, be sensual, be sexy, so you're going to be lightening up a little bit as the month continues, I feel. Okay, maybe feeling a little bit lighter, wanting to have a bit more fun, maybe because you're able to have a bit more fun. On the 18th is when Sun enters Pisces. Okay, so once again, highlighting communication, putting more energy out there, making you a lot more self-expressive, making you busy, attracting things to you when it comes to being in your neighborhood, all right, being a part of your local community. And on the 19th is when we have that full moon in your 9th house in Virgo. So that full moon can bring a culmination to something as it relates to travel, learning, expansion, higher knowledge, anything to do with foreigners. But this full moon there's got so much activity going on around it. And for you, it's really about your sense of, it's like grounded freedom is what I want to say. This full moon is, I think it's highlighting some change that perhaps not some change that's being made within you, that's happening within you, but that gives you more freedom, and yet at the same time you're supported by the universe, supported by the world, okay, in terms of what you are doing now with your life. I mean, we've got Mars meeting up with Uranus, as I told you. Like I said, this speaks of freedom and liberation. Then we're going to have Venus meeting up with Saturn. So this is feeling supported and feeling a sense of worthiness as well, in terms of your, you know, what you deserve to have. So I feel like there's going to be this personally liberating feeling and experience towards the end of the month. And you know, there are some, it's going to be quite powerful towards the end of the month for you, because we've got Venus in your sign, also making conjunction to Pluto. So this is transformation. I think you're going to feel empowered and transformed and stronger as we move through February. And I really like that. And I think this is all preparing you for Uranus moving into that 5th house and, you know, getting you to have have a bit more fun and think about what you authentically love and are passionate about and care about. So I think we're going to finish off quite powerfully for you, Capricorn. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please press like and be sure to subscribe, and I will see you lovelies next month. Bye bye.